Can you Coronado this menu update?
Today we're at Disney's Coronado Springs Resort because we're springing into whatever they got to offer us today.
There's a few things that have updated around Coronado, but we are mainly here to eat at the Rick's because they have a new menu.
Because your number one choice of foodie infotainment, we're here to try these things so you don't have to. Remember, she's vegan. I'm not. You know, this used to be a Percy Jackson bar.
It's time to foodie and chill.
So here at Rick's, they do occasionally do a rotational chef's crafted burger. This month, it happens to be a truffle goat cheese burger with like a custom blend of the beef with goat cheese and like a truffle oil on top. Now, the great thing about the Rick's is they'll sub out any burger for a plant-based patty. I don't love beef, and I've been eating a lot of burgers lately. I don't know why, but just they've been calling to me. So goat cheese on a burger, and the ability to get that with an Impossible. Sounds like goat cheese heavy. Is it vegan? No. But could be if you wanted it to be. But then you wouldn't have the goat cheese, and the goat cheese is literally half the fun. I like that the goat cheese is like partially melted. It just soaks into the Impossible patty, literally indistinguishable from actual beef in this case, with that nice juicy beefish flavor and the gaminess of the goat cheese with the roasted red peppers and that truffle oil. It's like a kiss of truffle, not like we bathed you in truffle because we thought truffle was the fancy new ingredient of the year. And of course, you know, we got to put the trendy stuff on everything. Truffle has gone too far. Let's just be honest with ourselves. We don't have to put truffle in everything. Because we don't have to put bacon on everything. Every year it's something else. I don't know, I got a rant about truffle oil. Either way, it's a good amount of truffle oil. The burger is good. I like the Kaiser Roll. It's very tasty. Very savory. And you get waffle fries. It's really a win-win. That a 4.25 out of 5 stars.
Rick's has an all-new menu, and that is actually what brought us here, this vegetable sandwich that I got. Now, they do have a plant-based, it was like a tempura cauliflower option. That is vegetarian, cannot be made vegan. That's okay. They also have a ahi tuna bowl that's similar to Three Bridges. That can be made vegan. There is a salad they can do that's vegan. They can do a Impossible burger and make that vegan. And then, of course, this vegetable sandwich that I got, which is the new option that I wanted to get made vegan. To make this one vegan, you have to remove the cheese, and they do have to switch out the bread for a Kaiser Roll. Gluten-free options are different than these ones, which they do have also. So here we have this beautiful veggies, and it's not just veggies dry. There is hummus in here, and this is a meaty boy. This is definitely one for the people that do not want alt meats. Cheers to you people. I love how much hummus is in this sandwich. It is just loaded with hummus. So all of your veggies are nicely cooked. They're all seasoned well. They almost have like an herbs de Provence taste to it, like the beginning of what you would do with ratatouille before you add like the tomato sauce. I like that. I like the hummus. Though it is just red pepper hummus, it's like a nice like smooth consistency, and it complements all of the veggies really well. It's a very well thought out, well put together sandwich that I personally don't really think needs cheese, but for you cheese lovers, I get it. I think this is much improved over the previous times that we've been here. We actually haven't done a review for dinner at Rick's specifically since 2023 because our last experience was so custom, though amazing, super custom. I would give this a 4 out of 5 sandwiches. It's better than I expected, mostly because it's a non-alt meat and still manages to be pretty flavorful.
Roasted veggies ahoy. This amalgamation of veggies in a sandwich. Actually, it holds together, I think, better on the Kaiser Roll than it probably would. I was worried they're going to try to give it like a multi-grain bread that would have disintegrated over just how wet these veggies are. But you have mushrooms in here, roasted red pepper, looks like pieces of artichoke. You have tons of arugula, all marinated, some onion in here as well. Years and years ago, in the earliest days of doing videos, we did a video at Hop Century where they gave us this massive roasted vegetable sandwich. It was like a few veggies and half a loaf of bread, and it was god awful.
So I love that.
It was more bread than it was vegetable.
That's why I loved it.
Might as well just giving us the bread with no veggies.
It was amazing bread. I still think about that bread.
It was basically a whole loaf of bread. Go back and find that video. We'll tag it somewhere in the corner here, but I'm hoping this is better than that. I was not expecting the veggies to pack such a flavorful punch, but they're just going to be slimy and bready. But they're actually tied together very well, the way like sauteed with the warm, and then the vegetables actually complement each other. It's like the earthiness of the mushroom is complemented by that acidity, that tartness you get of like the red pepper, and the arugula, get a nice texture gradient. So it's not just like mush on bread. It's kind of a vibe. Honestly, don't even miss the cheese. Who needs it? The hummus brings all those flavors together. It is a very good, very filling sandwich. Again, with no all meat. You can do amazing things with a couple vegetables and a little bit of imagination. That 4.25 out of 5 stars. So, I really couldn't decide what I wanted on the Rick's menu. Looking at everything, it has changed a lot, obviously, since the last time we were here. Being that it was almost 2 years ago, that makes sense, at least for dinner. Anyway, they called one of their signature items a tuna poke bowl, which is very curious given that Three Bridges also has a poke bowl, which is poke adjacent and not so much poke. This is looking much more authentic-ish. The cubed tuna, sesame seeds, got some spicy mayo in here, a little bit of seaweed salad. You got some pickled ginger here on the backside, edamame, even some like cucumbers here. It's all the fixings you would expect. Even some green onions for a poke bowl. It's feeling very poke-ish. Why is the signature item at Rick's, you say? I have no idea. I'm not really sure what the theme of Rick's has ever been. This place has been so many different things. It's been a Percy Jackson themed bar. It used to be a club here at night at one point, like the princess said in our intro. But as far as like the theme, it's sports bar. There's not really like a through line for the menu. Like it's not casual American fare, it's not island fare, it's not Italian food, it's just the Ritz. So seeing something like this pop up as a signature item, I'm gonna trust you, but I got a healthy amount of skepticism and doubt in that, okay? Get a little bit of tuna, a little green onions, a little bit of seaweed salad. Just gonna go for it. Spicy mayo actually has a little bit of kick. A little bit of spice, very front of the mouth. We were like a 3.5 out of 10 on the heat scale. Add some spicy mayo. The rice cooked perfectly. The seaweed salad's got the crunch to it still, but not like a lower, just like a soggy mess. The tuna tossed wonderfully in the sauce, sesame seeds. It feels like a fresh poke bowl. Honestly, much better than the one in Three Bridges. I don't say that very often. I love Three Bridges, but let's be honest. Their poke bowls are just like protein with rice and a couple other things. They don't really scream poke bowl to me. This feels more authentic than anything that I've had at Coronado of the same vein so far. This is even leagues better than that terrible ramen bar they had next door at El Mercado so many moons ago that I'm still trying to recover from mentally. This is excellent. Give me that 4 out of 5 plus. I have finally found the secret to keep the princess away from my beverages. You order the beverage with the absolute maximum amount of pineapple, and she'll never touch it. So I got the pineapple mojito. You see these floating Titanic-level icebergs of pineapple in here. This is for pineapple lovers and pineapple lovers only. I got you. got a chunk of pineapple in there. Loving it. Pineapple, a little bit of hint. Soda water. This is a refreshing beverage. I feel like I'm wearing far too many clothes to be drinking this. Don't worry, it's not that kind of channel. I kind of like it. 4 out of 5 claws. The Rick's continues to surprise.
I'm so excited for all of the new food options. I'm so glad that they just changed the menu recently. Huge thank you to everybody here at this Palmas restaurant. Fernando for making our meal extra special. Of course, Jessica, our favorite bartender.
Yes.
And the whole team.
Yeah, I love how they've altered the menu now that they have clear labels. Like, we can alter this, we can alter this. The Rick's has always basically been able to alter anything to try to make it accommodate. Like, our last meal here was almost completely custom, so the princess could have things, but now it's clearly marked. And for some of our friends, they don't always want to ask. So seeing it on the menu, huge improvement here. Still more things to do on this foodie adventure.
I think we have some more places to crawl. Let's crawl. Let's crawl.
She's crawling, my knees hurt. I'm old.
Big reason why I wanted to come to Maya Girl, not just because I love Maya Girl, but also because I wanted to point out that now they have split out the huarache between the vegan and vegetarian. So no more the days where people may accidentally get like queso or something like that. Like, you just specify vegan now and they'll just do it for you. Though they also have other vegan options that I prefer a little bit more than the huarache. But if you miss the huarache, or aka flatbread they used to have in Pecosville, this is the closest that you're going to get to that anywhere else on Disney property. And I think it tastes better than the one they used to have at Pecos, so you should try it. My addiction. If ever there was a bar for a vegan quesadilla on Walt Disney World property, it's Maya. Maya is it, Maya is all, Maya is bae, Maya is life. Cheers to our vegan friends that eat the vegan quesadilla and our gluten-free friends that can also do a gluten-free quesadilla. We love you. It is so jam-packed full of that plant-based chorizo. It is just giving like the boom and the pow. Literally my obsession. I cannot think of a better quesadilla anywhere in Orlando, honestly, for a vegan. There's Mexican Camel. I do like Mexican Camel, but I kind of like this a little bit more. Mexican Camel gives you more fixins, but I guess off the top of my head, I can't think of anywhere else besides here at Mexican Camel that can really kill a vegan quesadilla. So 5 out of 5, always a Princess Cities item. Quesadilla in your life. Now.
These quesadillas are legendary on this channel. Legendary, but without the dairy. Princess never stops talking about this. I can't tell you how many videos that have gone badly because we eat a lot of bad food too. What do we do when food is bad here at Disney World? We come to our comfort places. It's either going to be here or Three Bridges. This quesadilla is a regular rotation item with Princess. I also think it's quite good. Packed full, tiny little triangle bites of quesadilla, all nice and sliced, nice toasted like it should be. Everything about this quesadilla is proper. Who cares if it's vegan, as long as it tastes good. The ways they've infused the plant-based chorizo into their menu here at the Maya is nothing short of magic. It's been one thing that we haven't really seen sort of make its way outside of Coronado Resort, but do we wish there are so many other restaurants on this property that do Mexican food, or Mexican adjacent, or Mexican fusion, that can use this plant-based chorizo, and the spices, the flavor, just the texture of it in your mouth, and the way that it marries with other ingredients. It's a gift. Don't look it in the mouth. 4.5 out of 5 claws. See, I called myself getting a snack, things I just had an ahi tuna bowl with the Rick's. But then I ordered an appetizer of their ahi tuna tostada because, if anything, I am a creature of habit. And as a bear, if you offer me fish, I'm probably going to take the bait. But they gave me a triple stack tostada full of ahi tuna, avocado, and crema on a bed of arugula. I was thinking it's going to be a single tostada. Like, this is definitely a sharing portion, but you could very well be confused and order this as an entree. I don't even know how to eat this, so I'm just going to fork and knife it. Knife and fork? Which one comes first? I'm not really sure. Pickled onion.
Destroyed it.
I did. It used to be beautiful, and then I touched it. I definitely get the ahi tuna from it. That tuna is nice and fresh. That hint of citrus. But I hadn't ever really thought how well ahi tuna at its base would marry well with Mexican food. The spices and seasonings on top of the avocado, that crema with a little bit of spice and the tostada. It's a crunchy, citrusy delight. The tuna is like a burst of flavor. The juice that goes well with the tostada itself and all the ingredients. It's given Maya, and I quite approve. I give that solid 4 out of 5 plus. I'm determined to be the rebel today. We went to the Ritz and I ordered a mojito because, you know, that's what you do at a Spanish Mexican themed resort. You order everything but tequila. We get here and I order the La Luz, which is rum and orange juice, because I can order tequila. This is a tequila and gin resort. But the question in my mind is, well, can you do anything else? So far, the results are positive. As for the La Luz, we shall see. Ooh. It drinks like an alcoholic version of Tang. And I say that out loud, and now I feel like I've dated myself because I don't think Tang is still a thing. But if it is, it tastes like Tang in a glass with alcohol. I approve. 4 out of 5 plus. Maya hee.
Maya who?
Maya ha ha.
We had a beautiful time at Maya. This was actually spontaneous Maya. I had already announced that about the split from vegan vegetarian on the huarache. I didn't even get the huarache. I got the quesadilla, but it was amazing, and I saw Bear's like
triple decker tostada.
What is it like? What did I call it? McDouble?
No.
McDouble.
The Big Mac of
yeah.
Of ahi tuna.
Big Mac. Basically.
Tasty. Maya has been like the biggest turnaround story from when we first started coming here,
yes.
And now we cannot recommend this place enough. This is the place we take our friends, if that means anything. But still more to do.
Yes, more menu updates. Let's see if our stomachs are prepared. All right, our favorite friend, the remixed Impossible Taco. How could we come to Coronado and not go to Three Bridges and not get tacos? It's hard. It's hard. So I'm gonna put some of these rice and beans in here because I feel like they belong. The pickled onions, these are always fire. And they're like spicy pickled onions because of the jalapenos that are in here too, which I absolutely love. Then we get some pico action. Woo. I'm not gonna do the salsa because I'm not a big fan of the salsa, but I am gonna sprinkle copious amount of the vegan cheese, same cheese they use on the corn. Woo. Now you have a whole meal in one taco. And this is why you share this with friends. When I was going back and looking, seeing like what we filmed recently, like what we should prioritize to film for the week, I looked at Three Bridges, and I think we've been here every month for 2025. I don't really think there's a single month this year that we have not come here and had something or done something. So I think that's just a true testament to how amazing Three Bridges is. And then in addition to that, I always take home my Three Bridges leftovers and I eat them like the next day or even the day after at work for lunch. And like just eating this and like having the cheese melt and all the little things that you get, oh my gosh, it is just ecstasy. It's like being back here every single time you take a bite. So like for me, this is true and pure comfort. Just something I feel that I need considering I've had a very stressful week. Just personally, professionally, all avenues of life. So it's just nice to be able to just kick back, relax, and enjoy a beautiful little piece of comfort. That's why I give these tacos a 5 out of 5. I think they are a Princessity's item. They're always on the menu. Or actually, I'm sorry. They're never on the menu, but always available, and I highly recommend them.
Tacos, tacos, tacos. These tacos are like a member of the family. We hear so much. But that means we regularly eat members of the family, which I guess would be a problem. So let's go ahead and deliver the things to where they need to be. Is this a sauce spoon? Yes. Do I care? Not necessarily. Get some of this chipotle sauce here. And then the tiniest bit of the vegan cheese. Taco. Tasty taco. Salsa is very fruity, but it's a pineapple salsa, so I can understand why the princess would avoid. It's more sweet than it does like let the rest of like the herbs and everything else through, but it's still a very tasty sauce. But you gotta love pineapple, like myself, to enjoy that. These tacos deserve to be on the menu, but we're also glad they're always available. Still a 5 out of 5 pause. We can't recommend these enough. If you come here and you don't get these tacos, why are you watching these videos? We come here so often now, we're often trying to find things on the menu that I haven't tried. This chicken mole is new-ish, not new. It's been on the menu for some months. I just haven't gotten around to eating it yet. So we have the roasted chicken with the poblano mole sauce. You have some radishes over here. And then some chimichurri yuca on the backside. That's sort of like a prop. I want to know, why don't I have a bed of yuca to lay my head on? Because that makes me feel like I have not truly been living life. I don't actually want a bed of yucca. I'll take a tower of yucca, but I'll settle for a bed.
So you're not living with the land?
Not living with the land, not truly. But I can cut into this chicken mole here, and I've had chicken mole at Coronado before. Last time it was at the Maya Grill, where it was a deliciously smothered. This looks like mole with restraint. Like they gave you plenty of mole sauce, but they didn't smother the chicken in it to where like you can't control the amount of mole you want on your chicken. Mole. That is a deceitfully, deliciously decorated piece of chicken. Chicken itself, seasoned and roasted perfectly. I would eat that without the sauce. And then you get that subtle sweetness with that savory that you get from the mole sauce on top. Sings. It's like your own mariachi serenade in your mouth, on top of your taste buds. And it's very, very loud. A very strong flavor, but good in every way. I approve as a chicken connoisseur. I'll give that 4.5 out of 5 claws. It's almost worth it for the decorated plate. We've eaten here a lot of times. I have never gotten a plate with sugar skulls and like a Dios de Muerto vibe on here. Very pretty. And the chicken too. Again, I'm committing blasphemous acts to another drink. No tequila, no gin, only rum. Because the rum is never gone here. It's a traveler's punch, by the way. Not only did I go with rum, I want a rum drink with juice and then a 151 floater of rum. Because why not? We're going to do mistakes around here. We do mistakes medium to large. Not huge, medium to large mistakes. This one is not a mistake. Juicy, right, but I can still taste my alcohol. I'm okay with that. 4.25 out of 5 points. I really had to think about that, but legitimately. We came, we saw, I think we got dysentery. I'm just kidding, I don't think that's the Oregon Trail back there.
No, there were a couple of other places we wanted to stop to on this crawl. It got late. It's like 11:10 at the present, so we'll probably get home around midnight. El Mercado de Coronado was one of the stops we were going to do that we just chose not to do because it's just basically the pasta bar has returned, replaced that terrible ramen bar that we had done before.
Good riddance.
Yeah. And like they haven't really added anything new. They added some extra like pastas, but the sauces are still the same as before. So there's that. Everything else we had was super amazing. I wanted to go to Dahlia also, but
You missed her sandwich.
Yeah, only because I selfishly wanted the sandwich I've already had multiple times. There wasn't really anything new there, so I mean, we had 6 hours to go to all these places, and I think we did a pretty decent job, don't you, Bear?
Yeah, we did okay. We did good. But I don't know what you guys think. Do you want to crawl and get foodie adventures here at Coronado Springs Resort, or is there other places you prefer to do your food crawls at? If it's good enough, we might go there ourselves, so let us know in the comments below. As always, if there's anything else you'd like to see us do, that will always be the place to find us. Hit that notification bell if you want to see other videos like this, and
we have new videos 5 days a week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday.
we'll see you soon.
Be sure to subscribe and like this video. And if you don't comment, well, I guess Bear's gonna have to yeet himself into a different convention because this is just not the one for him. Maybe he'll have to go down a witch's road, an Oregon Trail road.
You heard the girl.